Hey, stop for a second. Listen, what do you actually hear right now? A fan, a TV, a notification you haven't checked. Because true silence, most of us have never actually heard it. And the people who have, they say it feels wrong. Why does silence scare us? Let's find out. Humans are the only animals that deliberately fill silence. Every waking moment we reach for something. Music, podcasts, a TV left on in an empty room. We scroll through nothing just to feel the noise. Scientists call it noise addiction. But it's not just addiction, it's what your brain does in silence. Your brain's idle mode switches on, and it gets loud. It replays arguments, old dreams, awkward moments from 2009. The part of your brain doing this is called the default mode network. It asks the one question you've been avoiding: who are you without the noise? We fill silence because silence has questions. And we're not always sure we want the answers. In 2011, researchers put people alone in a room with just their thoughts. They had two choices: sit in silence or give themselves an electric shock. Most chose the shock, rather than sit alone for 15 minutes. We would rather feel pain than face our own minds. The Romans called it horror vacui, the horror of the void. Their solution: fill every space with stuff. Sound familiar? We've been afraid of emptiness for a very, very long time. Maybe it's ancient survival instinct. Silence once meant danger. Your nervous system never got the update. So when silence arrives, your body still says something is wrong. But here's where it gets interesting. Silence and death have always been connected. Graveyards are quiet, hospitals hush, funerals go still. We hold moments of silence for the people who are gone, as if silence is what death sounds like. Silence is what existed before you were born, and it's what will exist after you're gone. Your brain knows this. It just doesn't like thinking about it. Freud called it thanatos, the unconscious pull towards stillness. We spend our lives running from it, with noise. But here's the weird part. Every great wisdom tradition sought silence on purpose. Buddhist monks, Stoic philosophers, desert mystics. They said silence isn't death, it's the most alive you'll ever feel. Japan has a word for it: ma, the meaning inside empty space. The pause between notes is what makes music beautiful. The pause between words is what gives speech its power. So why do we run from the very thing that makes life richer? Because modern life made noise the default. 24-hour content, push notifications, infinite scroll. Sitting in silence has become a radical act, a deliberate refusal to be consumed. And when the noise stops, the mask starts to slip. The version of you that lives on no platform, that's who shows up in silence. And honestly, meeting that person can be surprising. The world's quietest room. Orfield Laboratories, Minneapolis, an anechoic chamber. Noise level -9 decibels, below what ears can detect. The door closes, and the silence becomes enormous. After a few minutes, you start hearing things. Your blood moving. Your nervous system humming. Your own joints grinding. Most people want out in under 45 minutes. The record, 3 hours, one person. Because in true silence, you hear the one thing you've been drowning out. You. A temporary thing, a heartbeat with an expiration date. Brief, electric, here right now. That's what silence shows you. Not emptiness, you. And yet, most of us will put our headphones back in. And that's okay. The people who sat with silence say the same thing. It's uncomfortable at first, but then something shifts, and you feel more awake than you have in a long time. Not because silence gave you answers, but because it gave you presence. Maybe fear of silence is just proof we love being alive. We want to fill the time because the time is precious. Tonight, when it's quiet, don't reach for your phone. Just wait, see who shows up. If this made you think, share it with someone who needs a little silence.